Greetings and salutations. Today we will be learning about key signatures. Yay! All right, so let me just get my screen. Bam. All right, so what are key signatures? In order to answer that question, we have to, go over the basics. So that is a treble clef. Typically, it means you play with your right hand above middle C. This is bass clef. Typically, it means you play below middle C with your left hand. However, in basically anything with music, there are exceptions. This is grand staff. It is the treble clef and the bass clef smushed together with a line. Now, what are accidentals? So accidentals are like, they're notes that the composer puts in accidentally, right? No. So this is an accidental. This is the sharp. It means you go up half a step. This is a flat. It means you go down half a step, and half a step is like from a white note to a black note or a black note to a white note in terms of piano. We're going to be mainly talking about with piano today. This is a natural sign. I said nothing changes here, but I would like to change that statement because a natural sign means it is the note that's being played. So in this example, the natural sign is on an A, so you will play that A, no sharps or flats. All right, let's watch that again because it's fairly short. So as you can see, when the A was a sharp, it went up half a step. And when the A had a flat on it, it went down half a step from the original A. And when it was an A natural, it would be the first A. Now, if we didn't have that natural there, both A's would be played as an A flat because that's the rule of that. I don't really know. That's a topic for another time. Nope. So now the order. The order is kind of confusing at first, but after a little bit of just memorizing really gets less. No, it doesn't. Anyway, so the order of sharps is F, C, G, D, A, E, B, or F, C, G, D, A, B. You have to memorize it. There's no quick trick for that. The order of flats is B, E, A, D, G, C, F, or B, G, C, F. This is way easier to remember. But do you notice anything similar about these? It is basically the same thing, but backwards. So same order. So if you went B, E, A, D, G, C, F, that's backwards. And then B, E, A, D, G, C, F. So I thought that was kind of cool. Sharp key signatures. So this is with all of the sharps. So this isn't applicable to everything. It's just easier to explain it like this. So let's say we only had this sharp and none of this was there. Then you would have an F sharp in the key signature. Now, if you had only these two sharps in the key signature and nothing else, then you would have F and C sharp, and then so on and so forth. So this will be G, F, C, and G, then D, A, E, B. So that's what they look like. And it's the same thing in the bass clef. So this would be F, C, G, D, A, E, B. For flat key signatures, I honestly like this just because, the order, but also it looks nice. Like it goes down, it's nice. So this would be B flat. And again, like if it was only this one, it would just be B flat in the key signature. If it was just these two, it would be B and E flat in the key signature. And then so this would be B, E, A, D, G, C, F flats. And again, same thing in the bass clef. So B, E, A, D, G, C, F. Now, do you notice something about all of these. So if we went back, each accidental corresponds to the note it plays. So this is a B in the bass clef, this is a B in the treble clef, and this is a C in the bass treble clef, this is a C in the bass clef. It all corresponds. All right, so here's some practice. So find and identify the accidentals in the key signature for this piece. So pause if you need time. Okay, so it is F and C sharp in the key signature. All right, do the same thing here. There are no accidentals in the key signature, which would make it C major or A minor, but that is a topic for another time. This key signature has 5 sharps, F, C, G, D, A. I know this is a little blurry, but this key signature has 2 flats, B and E. So why exactly are they important? Like, it would be so much easier just to play everything as if it didn't have a key signature, or if it didn't have any accidentals in a key signature. So for my example, I will be playing Isabella's Lullaby, this piece, which has 5 flats in the key signature. And so I will be playing it like it's supposed to be played. And you can see there's a natural sign, a couple natural signs in there. And then I'll be playing it as if there was no accidentals in the key signature. Now I'll only be playing like the first line and then up till here, like half of the second line. But yeah. So. Now that sounded good. It sounded like the song. And if you look back at this, if you can read notes, it looks fairly okay. Now this part will be without any of the flats. So. So that didn't sound nearly as nice. I mean, maybe to some ears, but I personally think, and I think a lot of people would agree, key signatures are important, especially when you're playing a piece. Then the more complicated it gets, the harder it becomes to not play it, unless it is supposed to be played in the key signature that you are given. In this situation, you could ask, well, why can't you just add, like, say if you have an F sharp in the key signature, why can't you just add that to each F sharp, or to each F? Yeah. And for this piece, there are only 5 flats, so why can't you just add the flats to the actual notes? Why does it have to be at the beginning? And you have to keep on remembering that, because it is hard, especially if you're starting out. And I can say from firsthand experience, I wanted to do that really bad. And then I saw a piece where there was no key signature. I mean, there wasn't anything in the key signature. And they had all the I think it was like this music and it had all the flats in there. And it was not pretty. It was very hard to read because there was just a lot going on. And so I hope this helped clarify like key signatures, their importance and how they work. And let me just stop share here. And yeah, hope this helped. Bye.